Welcome everyone. We're going to go over tagging for the Northern Virginia Parents of Multiples Consignment Sale. The first thing you want to do is get together your supplies, and the first thing you should have is a copy of the consignor guidelines. Be sure that you have the most current copy because rules do change from sale to sale, and you'll find everything you need to know in that guide. You want to get a collection of hangers together, and these can be wire hangers, plastic hangers, whatever you have. I'll show you some tricks to make them work. You want to have your hole punch, pair of scissors, something to write with. Sharpie markers are great. Different types of tape depending on what you're attaching tags to. Sometimes you want a tape that isn't real sticky like the painter's tape, and sometimes you want a stronger tape like the packing tape in order to make sure that your tags stay. The one big change we have this sale is that items will not be sold if they don't have their tag. So it's very important that we're trying to make sure that tags stay attached to items. If your tag comes loose, unless we can find it and reattach it, we're not going to be able to sell that item. You want to have a collection of Ziploc bags for a couple different sizes to fit different size items. Zip ties or curling ribbon to tie things together. Both are very strong and work well. And then you need your tags. And one very important thing is the tags are all printed out on your printer, and they must be printed on white cardstock. No other colors are acceptable, even cream or that. The computer system, the My Consignment Manager, only reads the white cardstock, so it's very important that you make sure you have that and not plain paper or, like I said, anything with a texture to it. It needs to be smooth. You want to print out your tags and cut them, as you see that I have there. And then finally safety pins and or a tagging gun. Either one works well to attach your tags to your items. So first I just wanted to show quickly how the tagging gun works. If you're not familiar with it, you insert the barbs into the top, and you're going to take your tag. When we attach tags to clothing, we always have the hanger going to the left so that it looks like a question mark. And you'll see here with this sleep sack, I used a regular size hanger because it doesn't stretch out the sack in any way, so it's perfectly fine to use the standard size one. What we're going to do, take the tagging gun, you're going to insert the needle through the corner of the tag, push it through like that, and then the tags always go on the left shoulder. You're going to put your needle in, and I'm doing it right at the seam so that we're not going to cause any holes. You put it through, you press the button or the trigger on the gun, and you pull it out, and you've got your tag. And again, can hang on the rack like that, and very easy to find the tag. Okay, I've got a couple other examples of different clothing items. Pants can be attached to hangers as well. Just make sure that you do it to the top of the hanger and not the bottom of the hanger, or else they'll slide to one side. But if you put it on the top, then you know they'll move a little, but not too much. Attach this with a tagging gun again. Went through the seam, and here you'll just notice that these have never been used, and so I did note on the tag that the clothes are new with tags. Sometimes you have to get a little creative. If you have multiple parts, I have this bathing suit set. So I've got a two-piece swimsuit, and I made sure to use the tagging gun to attach the two pieces of the suit so that they can't get separated. I used curling ribbon to tie this bag of sandals to the item, and then finally used the safety pin used a hole punch to put a hole in the tag there and attached it. Hangers that have the slots here for anything with straps or that works really well. Again, you're just trying to make sure that everything stays on your hanger and everything stays together if it's got multiple parts. I also put on my tag, I explained that it's a two-piece suit, hat, and sandals. For an outfit where you have two pieces, Again, if you can attach the two pieces so that they don't get lost. I have my tag here that explains that it's got the two parts. And I just wanted to show this I've got on a wire hanger. You can just fold the ends over, and that way it stays well in the hanger. And again, if the hanger is too big, you can just fold it over like that. Shirt and shorts. Here's another example of where for the shorts, I just use the tagging gun to attach through the seams of the shoulders, the shorts, and so it's very easy to look at both pieces. Okay, other items, shoes. This is where curling ribbon or zip ties works best, I think. The tagging gun can go right through any fabric, and I think if you have fabric on an item, I think it's always better to attach it with the tagging gun or safety pin rather than tape, because I think it stays better. So you've got your shoes, book, and here I just want to point out that I use the painter's tape because I don't want to use the packing tape that might be too sticky, because when you take it off it might actually rip the book. So here I just made sure to use something that didn't have a lot of adhesive. When you're using tape to put your tags on, the most important thing is your tape cannot cover any part of the barcode, or it's not going to be able to read. So be careful of that. And in general, it's best to use two pieces on either side. Blankets. These are just some receiving blankets that you see I put in a Ziploc bag. I used the packing tape to apply it. The packing tape, I think, adheres much better to Ziploc bags, and so whenever I'm using a bag, I use the packing tape and not the painter's tape, which tends to come loose from it. Here you see I've got two, and so I just put them together, and hopefully, if you have like items, often it works better to put them together and sell them that way. An example here is I've got some assorted infant rattles, and again here I just put 6 assorted plastic infant rattles, but I think it sells a little better when they have a couple things versus, you know, just a tiny thing that might not be worth very much money. If you have the original packaging for your item, it's great to use it. That way people can see more about it. Here you see I have the tag on the back. Again, the packing tape, excuse me, not covering the barcode in any way. All right, for bigger toys, again, sometimes you have to get creative with how to make sure you get all your pieces. Here, this Drop and Roar dinosaur comes with the 4 balls. So you see that I put the balls and the instruction manual. If you have the instructions, it's always great to include it. Put that in a bag, use the curling ribbon to attach it firmly to the piece. Here, there was no flat surface to put my tag. So in this case, I did put it on the back. Dump truck, again, this is something where it has the loose blocks components, and so that's why I put it in a Ziploc bag. Put the label whenever possible on the top so it's very easy to see. Again, because it's Ziploc, used the packing tape. If your item does have fabric, like a bouncy seat or that, again, use, if you can, your tagging gun or a safety pin through the fabric. Here I have the instructions, and so I just went ahead and used the tagging gun to put it right through the tag and the instructions right to the seat. Okay, car seats. We do sell car seats. They must have at least 12 months left of their life before they expire. You also need to include a car seat liability release form with your car seat. So you'll see here that I took my tag and my form and used the tagging gun to attach it right to the fabric of the seat. To find out when your seat expires, your seat should have a sticker like this one, which tells you exactly your model name, your make, and then it'll tell you exactly when it was manufactured and when it expires. And so make sure, again, that you have at least a full year left on your seat before it expires. And only sell seats that have never been in an accident. This one, selling with the base. But I just wanted to show that for more expensive items, for things, if for some reason this comes loose, obviously you want to be able to sell your expensive items. In this case, I used masking tape to go ahead and put my seller name, my item number, and the price on here just as a backup in case my tag was missing, because hopefully this would allow someone to easily find it in the system. And same thing here, I'm selling this car seat with the base, but I went ahead and put my same information on the base. So again, if the seat got separated from the base, it should be easy to figure out that this base goes to this seat and that they're being sold as a set. One last thing for toys, puzzles. I don't have an example, but the easiest thing to do, I think, is either to put the puzzle pieces in a Ziploc bag or use masking tape right over the top of the pieces to hold them into their slots, and make sure that all your pieces are there. If you are missing any pieces from anything, just go ahead and note that on the tag. So happy tagging, everyone, and be sure to contact us on Big Tent if you have any questions.